Welcome, beautiful soul family, nature family, beings of God and light. In today's video, I, the eternal self, would want to explain how to directly experience consciousness, pure awareness, whatever you want to call it, the thing prior to all thoughts and all of reality, to be completely honest. And in this video, don't take what I say as a belief, or like that I'm telling you the truth and you should believe what I'm saying. I want you to experiment with this, try it out in a meditation, when you do yoga, right now in this video, or whenever, however. And what I want to explain is truly to drop all concepts, everything you think you know, drop it. Even that you were born, what your name is, that there's a tree, or that there's grass, or there's up or down. Drop every concept in your mind, just for fun, just for an experiment, and see what's left. See what's left when you completely surrender all control from your mental. When you feel like you have to control things to your mind and be in certain places and time this or that you even are someone. Drop every single concept you have ever known. Right now. What's left? That's the experiment that I want you guys to do. And in the beginning you might just feel a little bit of silence, but if you use this practice and experiment it, I promise, but don't take my word for it, but I do promise, you will feel the source of creation. You will feel the infinite intelligence that created us and that lives with us, and that is the source of every thought you've ever had. Look, I got a hair in my mouth. The source of every thought you've ever had, the source of the flowers in the world, the everything, the origin, the original cause of everything, in the essence of what we are, is what we all are. And I'm not removing your individuality or anything. You can pick up your concepts later, but for now, or whenever you want to try this method, please just drop every sense of control from your mind, and that any thought is good, any thought is bad, something is positive, something is negative, that you're this and this, all, just like every single thing, just surrender and move your attention to your heart center, right here. And when you do this and you experiment this, you will realize that you always were and always is the eternal witness, the seer, the consciousness creating everything you see. And when you feel this, you're liberated, because the only thing that was keeping you shackled, or feeling highs and lows and feeling depressed, or whichever, just concepts of self. Just like stop judging, stop resisting, because all of these things, judgments and resistance, comes from thought constructs. It's not what's happening in actual things in front of you. There's no resistance to the birds flying, the wind is blowing, the oceans are moving, everything is happening, the flowers are blooming. And when the flowers are bud, you're not like, oh fuck this flower, it's the worst flower ever. It's on its way to bloom. And every part of the process is perfect. Like, you just gotta truly realize that you are life, you are nature, you are consciousness, you are the formless taking form. And when you realize this, and you realize that we've been living in the matrix, we've been living in the Kali Yuga, which is the demon yuga, it's the lowest part of consciousness, where it's like the ego rules everything. And the ego is basically just believing that you are the thinker. If you start watching the thinker, it dissolves. There was never a thinker, there was just memories, there was just concepts of who you are, and judgments of who other people are, and judgments of how you should be. When you drop every single concept, you are perfection. You are God in the flesh, in the individualized form. You're an angel of God. You're a child of God, whatever you want to call it. You are in oneness with the mother and father of all creation. You even are it itself. But if we want to just for fun individualize our form and be like, yes, kind of, we are children of God. But in the absolute truth, we all are God. Everything is Ram, everywhere the center. There is nothing else at all. All is all. And the truth is, like, just dropping these concepts. What's left? What's left? Check that out. Like, please. It would be really nice if everyone did for a while. Because we would realize that we all come from the same place. We're all part of one big family that's created from one consciousness. And when we're all aware of this, and we become pure awareness, or we realize our pure awareness that was always there, the witness, the all-encompassing consciousness that is unconditional love for every experience, because otherwise it wouldn't happen, because that consciousness is all-knowing, all-powerful, and can remove this reality like this, but it wouldn't, because it's unconditional love, and it has infinite compassion for every experience and form ever taking place. Any happening is a miracle, and a miracle means it's by the grace of God. Every happening is a miracle. Just imagine for a second like this coconut falls from the tree and it drops in my head. That's what you gotta do, but in your mind. Forget who you are, because then you'll remember who you are. Because who you think you are is a thought construct, and it's not really you. That's just a thought. How can you just be a thought? That's just memories of the past and the future. And that's tools we use when we lived in the Matrix, in the third dimension, in the Kali Yuga, whatever name you want to put on it. When we were living in time, then you had to think like, oh, I gotta be here at 8:30, or this there, this that, I have to be up at this time, I have to fit with this person over there. But when you release all attachments to time, to the mind, of who you are as a thought construct, and what the world is, and what others are, all of it, just drop it. When you drop that, you become timeless consciousness. That's 5D, that's what people are talking about too. It's the same, it's non-duality. It's the truth of our consciousness, it's heaven, it's eternal life. And in this new age, you can even immortalize your flesh and live as long as you want. But even in the Kali Yuga, when masters realized this and their bodies still died, you're still in heaven, and you know you were never born, you will never die, you are infinite, eternal spirit that will keep on living forever through infinite creations, not only as a human, as an alien, as a this, as a that. It's multi-dimensional business. And when you release your attachment of who you are in this dimension, and your body and all of these things, that you just drop every concept and identification with thoughts, you just watch, then you will see the truth, you will feel it, you will be it. And it won't be like you're enlightened, it will be you are the light of the whole world. You are the consciousness that manifests the whole world. And when you reach that type of oneness, it's not that one is more than the other over there, because there is no others. There's just the one living through many forms, and together we're co-creating reality. And when we've been living in the Kali Yuga, in the Matrix, in the third dimension, then we've been co-creating physical laws and stuff that people make a lot of science and stuff about, but all of that can be changed. We can rearrange matter with our mind. Like, there's no limits to consciousness. It has no ceilings. Infinity has no ceilings. And that's what we are. We are infinite, unconditional, loving consciousness. Jesus Christ in the flesh. Everyone is a Buddha. Everyone is Allah. Everyone is Krishna. Everyone is one with the source of creation. And these things, hit yourself with a coconut, boom, and forget who you are. But just like a metaphor. Not like actually. But it's not that then you'll reach the nothingness that like Buddha and stuff talked about, the void. And when you surrender all control from the mind and you become nothingness, Shiva consciousness, the formless, you realize that form has that formlessness has an intelligence too. So it's not that the void that Buddha spoke about and the Godhead that Krishna then speak about is different. They're one and the same. It's just that as soon as you drop all concepts and you reach that, you can grab a concept real quick, even if you've touched the nothingness. And it's completely up to each and every one how to, like, the canvas is blank, life is blank, and you've been programmed with other people's opinions and all of these things in the Kali Yuga. So when you surrender all control, drop all concepts, reach the void, then it's up to you how to paint your dream, your canvas. Life is a painting that you're painting. And if you're in ego consciousness, that you believe that you are the thinker, then you can paint your life, but it will be way harder. You want to reach the I am consciousness, the thing behind that creates thoughts, and surrender all control from chasing thought after thought after thought. You want to go back into the origin of thoughts. And once you're in the void of nothingness, then you can create with intentional thoughts from unconditional love and receptivity, and knowing that your thoughts that you create intentionally from the void, that you then bring down into a vibration, into a feeling in the heart center, into your auric field, will manifest as you walk, talk, and think intentionally. And you're attracting everything you give out. So if you're giving out this, it's coming back. You're already like manifesting your perfect reality. It just stop for a while. Stop all concepts for a while, and then you can pick up the concepts later. When you truly feel like you know thyself, you can be at peace anywhere at any moment, because there's nothing here. There is no others, there is no one, there's nothing happening. When you can do that, then you can play in the matrix. You can do it, you can have fun, you can create your dreams. And we're only playing out the last part of time. Like, the illusion of time is fading. The Kali Yuga is over. We're entering a new age, 5D, the Sat Yuga, New Earth, Christ consciousness for the whole planet, Krishna consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Concepts, words, languages, it's just, they just point the way, like, hello, behind the concepts, behind them, in the silence. Just this, for every person that's normally thinking. Just stop controlling things from your mind. Drop all concepts that you have to do anything. You are already absolute perfection. You can keep it neutral if you want your whole life, and Source would bless you and you would move everywhere. But then you can paint with intentional thoughts too. So just surrender all control. Drop all concepts is the message for this video. And it's an experiment. Don't take all these words I said, take them with a grain of salt, take them for fun. They're concepts. They're as close as the truth as I can get to with words. But now it's up to you to choose to see if what I'm saying is true, or if I'm just a cuckoo coconut. But I love you all, always and forever. God bless us all. Now some sound started making. It's the end of the video and the Kali Yuga. Welcome to the new world.